Hi guys. So in this video we are going to talk about how to estimate equity capital. So first of all, what is a equity capital? Equity capital is a capital from which we will estimate our position sizing for our next trade. For some reason, I think there are many YouTube channel in the Indian community of traders, but no one is talking about this topic. So I thought, why not make a video of it? There are 4 types in estimating the equity capital. Van Thorpe created 3 out of 4 in this equity capital estimation. So one, I just combined some technique to create a fourth one. So it's my you can say it's mine. Okay. First, core equity model, and second one, total equity model. Third one is a reduced total equity model. These 3 are introduced by Van Thorpe, and fourth one, increased total equity model, is introduced by as I said earlier, you can say me. Okay. So let me get into the Excel sheet and show you how to calculate these 4 equity models to calculate the equity capital. So let's start calculating core equity model. So as you can see my screen, let us all imagine we start with a 1 lakh capital. Okay, 1 lakh capital. For a 1 lakh capital we deployed for let's imagine we are using a 20% position sizing technique. So for the first trade we will use 20,000 as a amount for the first trade. So 20,000 is gone from our capital. So remaining is 80,000. From this 80,000 we have to calculate a 20% of 80,000, which comes around 16,000. So now 16,000 has to come reduced from this for the next trade. So now out of 64 we have to take the 20% position sizing. So as you can see, as a trader we have to give our capital to all the trades equal exposure. We don't know which trade will work out, which trade will not work out. So we have to give our capital, give full exposure to all the trades. Somehow this is not right to me, because you see, the first trade we are giving 20,000, our 20% of our overall capital. Second trade we are giving 16,000, and third trade we are just giving 12,800. So this means we are not giving our equally balanced exposure. We are not giving the equally balanced exposure. So that's why I don't like this core equity model type of estimating the equity capital. So let's move on to the next one, total equity capital. Okay, it's all starts with the 1 lakh capital, 20% position sizing. Let's take that. First capital is gone, 20,000 is gone. Okay, now out of this 20,000 we have the trade is working out and the position is going. The P&L is daily fluctuate. So now the P&L, let's say we have a P&L of about 2,000 profit. Okay, 2,000 profit. So overall our equity comes down to, let's say overall equity 1,22,000. So out of this 1,22,000 we have to estimate our 20% capital. Okay, 24,400. And let me remind you, this 2,000 is not a booked P&L. This is a P&L, unrealized P&L. So as you can see, this is a quite risky equity model estimation, because we are not adding the booked P&L, we are just adding the unrealized P&L, which may fluctuate, or the 2,000 may also go to minus 4,000, minus 6,000, we never know. But by including this we are calculating our position sizing for the next trade. So you can see this is extremely risky. So This is also a risky one, so it's not recommended. So the last one, not the last one, last one is mine. Okay. Reduced total equity model combines both the core equity model estimation and the total equity model estimation. Let's see how this goes. Okay. We start with the 1 lakh capital, 20% position sizing. Okay. For next trade, out of 80,000, we have a 16,000. Okay, 16,000. Okay. Now 60,000 is available. For some reason, out of these two trades, we might book a trading stop. We might book imagine we are taking a trade at 100. So we are now at 200. So 100 rupees profit. And whatever happens, we determined to book the profit at 50. So our unrealized booked profit, you can say, is 50,000, because we will eventually we will close at the 50 trading stop loss. So 50 is our profit. So let's imagine it's 1,000 rupees. Okay. In this case, 1,000 rupees is added to the overall capital and the equity is estimated by that. Let's say 64,000. In the 64,000, we will add 64 with this 1,000. So comes at 65,000. So 65,000, out of 65,000 only, we are going to take a position sizing of 20%. It comes around 13,000. Okay. This is a good equity model, good way of estimating equity model out of the last two. But as I said earlier, this is also not giving equal exposure to all the trades. We need a equal exposure to all the trade, because we never know what trade will work out, what trade will not work out. So in this day, we are giving a 20,000, okay, 16,000, okay. What if these two trades never gonna work out? The workout, maybe these 30,000 trade might work out. So we are not giving equal exposure in this. So I thought these three, I am not going to do these three. I will do mine. I will try to explain the next one. Increased total equity model. We are starting with the 1 lakh. Same 20% capital. Okay. I booked it. For the second trade also, if I am taken a first trade, for second trade also I will take a 20,000. Okay. For third trade also I will take a 20,000. So I will took a 3 trade, and I haven't booked any profit or loss up to this 3 days for these 3 trades. So my capital is 1 lakh. So 20,000, 3 trades I took. So 60,000 is gone, and remaining is 40,000. Okay. If in any case I book a loss or profit from any of this trade, imagine I book a loss. Let's say I book a 1,000 rupees loss. Okay. Say this 1,000 rupees loss, I will include it in my overall capital. So my net capital now will be, 1 lakh is not my overall capital now. Since I booked my loss, I will reduce my overall capital to 99,000. So from this 99,000, I will calculate my position sizing. Okay, now it's come to 19,800. Since I booked my loss, I have thus loss. That loss I will get subtracted to my overall capital and calculate the position sizing based on it. So you can get what is happening here. I am giving equal position to all the equal exposure to all the trades as much as possible. So let's say if one trade out of these 3 trades I booked a 1,000 rupees loss. Let's imagine out of these remaining 2 I booked a 2,000 profit. Okay, now my capital becomes 1,01,000. Okay, I will calculate that. For next trade, I will deploy this amount of money. This 20,200 will be deployed for my next amount. So you can see this is compounding itself. If we book a profit is added to the equity. profit is added to our capital, and we calculate the position sizing based on it. If you book a loss, we subtract it from the capital, and we take a position based on it. So if you book a loss, it will reduce this position sizing. If you book a profit, it will increase its profits position sizing. So it's a good way of compounding also. So I choose this model. I increased total equity model for estimating my equity capital. So that's all this video is. So okay, see you on next video. I know I'm shooting.